Hey guys, so welcome back. So this is the continuation of last session where we have seen list properties and what is actually list, and then list indexing and slicing, and हमने properties भी देखा था like ordered and mutable properties क्या होते हैं. Now in this session we are going to discuss about the functions and methods that are used in list. So string में हमने functions and methods देखा था क्या होता है. नाउ इन लिस्ट व्हाट आर दोज फंक्शंस एंड मेथड. यहाँ पे मैंने कुछ फंक्शंस एंड मेथड्स लिस्टेड किए हुए. सो फर्स्ट थ्री लेंथ मैक्स एंड मीन, ये आपने स्ट्रिंग में भी देखा था. लाइक दीज आर द सिंपल फंक्शंस दैट आर यूज्ड इन स्ट्रिंग एंड एज वेल एज इन लिस्ट. सो आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू एक्सप्लेन इट हियर अगेन, बट आई एम डायरेक्टली गोइंग टू द कोलैब नोटबुक जहाँ पे हम लोग डायरेक्टली एग्जाम्पल देखेंगे लिस्ट का, हाउ वी कैन यूज दोज लेंथ मैक्स एंड मीन फंक्शन इन लिस्ट. So let's directly jump into the Colab notebook. Cool. So we are going to start functions and methods for list. So first of all हमने जो last list define किया था last session में, that was the list we have. Let me reconnect it again. Cool. So it is connected now. If I just print the my list that we have stored in the last session, so it will print not defined. Okay. So I need to actually define again my list because session close हो चुका था. So it has forgot all the codes that has run above. So we have to run that again. So मैंने define कहाँ किया था my list, या here ना. So this is our list and then we have done some modification in our list. So let me run all those cells. Cool. So now if I just print my list, so we have, this is the list we have. Now I have to run some of the functions that we have seen, length, max and min. So first of all, length is what? It will just return the length of a string. So in sorry, not in a string, in list. So if you remember, string में कैसे length count होता था, like every character of that word was taken as a length and all the characters were counted to get the length of that string. Now in list, since elements are what? Those are the elements. So we have to count all those elements, like here 2 is 1, then second element, then third element, fourth, fifth, sixth and seventh. So we have 7 elements. That is why the length will return as 7. Now what do you think if I print minimum of my list? It will print. So you can see, since our list is containing integers, then a string as well as a float. Now if I just run min of my list, it will got confused now, like how it can compare a number or a string. So a number and a string cannot be compared now. So that is why it will give an error and it will say that this less than operator not supported between instances of a string and integer. So it can be only used when the data type of all the elements in your list whatever you have defined is same. So ये आपको ध्यान में रखना है. कभी भी आप min and max का या फिर कोई भी aggregate function का आप यूज कर रहे हो लिस्ट में, so you have to first of all make sure that all the elements you have are of same data type. So अगर numbers हैं then you can do min, max, average, all of that. But अगर string है so min, max you can do, but average you know, एवरेज ऑफ एनी स्ट्रिंग कैन नॉट बी हैपन. सो वो भी गलत हो जाएगा. सो यू नीड टू टेक दैट इन माइंड. सो यू कैन सी इट इज़ रिटर्निंग एरर. सो इफ़ आई नाउ डिफाइन अनदर लिस्ट, लेट्स से माई लिस्ट अंडरस्कोर 2, जहाँ पे हमने टोटल वैल्यूज जो भी है, द एलिमेंट्स ऑफ दैट लिस्ट आर ऑल इंटीजर्स. यू कैन क्लियरली सी 2, 5, 1, 8, 4, 10 all are what? All are integers. So let me define that. Now if I do min of my list 2, you know that it will just return the minimum value. So 1 is the minimum value, so that it will return. And if I do max, so it will return the maximum value. So you can see it is returning 10. Now I have defined another list that is having only string, just to show you that how we can apply min and max on any string data type. So let's say आपका जो list है, all the elements of that list are string. Now let me define it first. If I do minimum of that my list, what it will return? It will return 8. Why 8? Because the 8 is starting with a small e, and that is smaller than all of those like string that is starting with t. So in ABCD, which comes first, like e comes first before t, so that is why this is the word, like it follows the dictionary rule, so that is why 8 is got printed. Similarly, if I do 2 sorry, not 2, max of that my list, so it will return 2. Why? First of all, it will max the maximum word, since t and tl same, e is the smallest. Now it will go for the next word, since the first word got maxed, so it will move to the second word to compare. अब second word में क्या है, like w and h, so w is larger than h, so that is why it will return 2 instead of 3. So you can see it is returning 2. So that was the simple thing about min, max and length of any string. So that is pretty straightforward. Now we will be moving towards different methods and functions that are not used in string but they are different. So like हमने क्या क्या कवर अप कर लिया, लेंथ देख लिया, मैक्स देख लिया, मिन में देख लिया. Now we are going to move on append, then insert, then extend, pop. All of this we will be looking at. So sum and sort you can do for now, so I will show you that later also. Like whatever the list you have defined, आपने जैसे लेंथ, मैक्स, मीन किया था, आप एलिमेंट का सम भी कर सकते हो, लाइक सॉर्ट भी कर सकते हो. सॉर्टिंग इज जस्ट कीपिंग इट इन असेंडिंग और डिसेंडिंग ऑर्डर. सो ये भी हम लोग देखेंगे. सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल लेट्स स्टार्ट विद अपेंड, इंसर्ट एंड एक्सटेंड. सो दीज आर द 3 मेथड्स दैट आर यूज्ड इन लिस्ट, and all of those 3 are used to insert some element in a existing list. Let's say आपका कोई existing list है 1 2 3 and 5 let's say, and you want to add some extra element to that, like at any position. Let's say आप last में कुछ ऐड करना चाहते हो, let's say 10 ऐड करना चाहते हो, या फिर you can do like inserting at any index like 1 2 and उसके बाद आप 2.5 ऐड करना चाहते हो, then 3 5 like that. So these are what? These are insertion of any element. Now you can do it in 3 ways, like using append, using insert and using extend. Now why 3 ways? Why not a single way? Because it depends on your requirement. Sometimes you need to insert any elements at the last index, sometimes in the middle, and sometimes you need to add another list to the existing list. So that can be also a case now. So that is why we have 3 different methods to insert the elements inside a existing list. Now I'll be looking at all of those 3 methods in Colab notebook directly. So let's move towards the Colab notebook. Cool. So अपना list, my list again the same one which we have defined. This is the list we have defined. Now what I am doing, I am using dot append method. Now why this is a method? Like whatever the things we have used before, min, max and length was a function. Why function? Because I have already mentioned, अगर आप पहले नाम देते हो उसका and then you provide in the argument whatever the list you have or on which you are doing these functions you are applying, so ये क्या होगा, ये functions हो जाएगा, because in argument you are passing the variable on which you want to apply that function. Now in method what happens, you use dot append after defining the variable. So you can see first of all I am defining that my list, and then I am using append method, and I am using dot before using that append method. So that is why it is a method. Now what I am doing, I am appending 7 to the existing list, my list. Now when I say that I am appending 7 here, I am not telling anything about the index, like on which index it should get inserted. So the append method is basically used to append any element at the last index. So you can see if I used append 7 and if I run that, it is got inserted at the last index. If I now print my list, you can see easily that at the last index that element 7 has got inserted. So you need to remember that when you use dot append method, it got inserted at the last. Now what if you want to insert any element at the specified index, not at the last index? So that you can do with the help of dot insert method. So you have seen dot append, now you are looking at dot insert method. So you can see in insert method, instead of having single argument, you are passing two arguments. First is what? First is the index at which you want to add that element, and the second is the value of the element which you want to insert into the existing list. Now if I run that my list dot insert 3 and 15, that means at the third index I want to insert 15. So now if I print my list, you can easily see कि third index पे like 0 1 2 3, this is the third index ना. So you can see that third index पे आपका जो element था, जो आपने value 15 दिया था, that is got inserted here. So this is the main difference between append and insert. Like using append, what you can do, you can insert any element at the last index. Now if you want to insert any element at the specified index, you need to use insert, and you need to use two arguments. One is the index, first one is the index, and second one is the value which you want to insert. So got it? Now the third one is what? Extend. Now what is the need of that extend? So let's say one case that I want to insert a list, like it may be possible na, like I don't want to insert a single value, I want to insert a bunch of values. Let's say this one 1 9 10 and 20 I want to insert inside my list. Now if I use dot append method, and if I give the values in a list like 1 9 10 and 20, let's see what happen. If I just print that, you can see it has inserted that list of element, but not the individual element has got inserted here. All the elements as a list has been inserted, like पूरा list ही insert हो गया. You can see there is a sign of a square bracket outside of those elements. So this is what this means, that आपने जो list provide किया है वो पूरा का पूरा list ही यहाँ पे inserted हो गया, instead of inserting all the elements of that list one by one. So for doing that, like inserting all the elements of that list to your existing list, you can use that dot extend method. So you can see if I just used my list dot extend, and if I provide the same list, you can see what it is returning. So if I just print my list now, you can see that this was the latest update of our my list. Now inside that my list we are inserting that list of elements. So you can see instead of inserting all as a list, one by one all of the elements has been got inserted at the last, not in the any middle one, like at the last index starting from here all the elements has got inserted. So that is the main difference between append and extend. Like using extend, what you can do, आप एक list of elements provide कर सकते हो, and all that list of elements are getting inserted at the last index, but not as a list, but as a whole elements has got inserted here. So I think that concept of insert, append and extend is clear. So all of those are used for what? All of those are getting used to insert the elements inside a existing list. So आपके पास जो भी existing list है उसमें आप कुछ भी elements add करना चाहते हो, then you need to use 3 different methods that are append, insert and extend. Now it depends on the requirement कि आप किस तरह से element add कर रहे हो. Depending on that you can use all of those 3 methods. Cool. So append, insert and method is clear now. Now we'll be moving towards other methods that are like pop, sum, sort, all of these things. So let's say I'm defining a list that is having a variable name numbers, जहाँ पे हमने total list of elements जो है total integer दिया like 42473. Now what I can do, I can do a sum operation on that. That means it is a function that I am using to sum up all the elements. Since these are what? These are all numbers, integers. So you can easily add that now using that sum methods. If instead of that integers अगर यहाँ पे क्या होता है string होता, so you cannot do sum on that. String का कोई sum से मतलब नहीं है. Cool. So that was the simple function that we used in list to sum up all the elements. Now what you can do sorting of all those numbers. Let's say आप इसको ascending order में या फिर descending order में लेना चाहते हो. So what you can do, you can use a function that is called sorted. Why I am calling that function? Because you can see that numbers जो भी है variable I am defining inside that function as an argument. So if I run that, you can see by default it will arrange all the elements in ascending order. So अगर आप कोई भी ascending या descending order as an argument pass नहीं करते हो, so what a sorted function do, it will automatically keep the numbers in the ascending order. Now one thing you need to notice that अगर आप sorted function use करते हो to sort any list, this is not a permanently that is happening. In terms of Python what we can say that it is not an in place operation. मतलब कि जो भी आप ऑपरेशन कर रहे हो लाइक सॉर्टिंग कर रहे हो, दिस इज नॉट गेटिंग रिफ्लेक्टेड इन ओरिजिनल लिस्ट दैट यू हैव डिफाइंड. सो यू कैन सी इफ आई आफ्टर डूइंग दैट सॉर्टिंग, लेट्स से आई एम डूइंग इट अगेन, यू कैन सी इट हैज़ सॉर्टेड. नाउ इफ आई प्रिंट दैट नंबर्स अगेन, you can see it is printing the same original list we have defined. So this one is the original list we have defined. That means जो भी आपने sorting किया है that is not affecting the original list. मतलब कि सिर्फ यहाँ पे आपको sort करके print कर दिया result, बट एक्चुअल में जो भी आपने list define किया था वो एक्चुअल में sorting नहीं हो रहा है. So that is why what it is called कि ये in place operation नहीं है. Now let's say you want कि जो भी अपना ओरिजिनल लिस्ट था उसमें भी वो रिफ्लेक्ट हो जाए, लाइक वॉट एवर द सॉर्टिंग यू आर डूइंग इट हियर, इट गॉट रिफ्लेक्टेड इन द ओरिजिनल लिस्ट ऑल्सो. सो यू कैन डू दैट ऑल्सो, बट आई विल शो यू हाउ यू कैन डू दैट. सो लेट्स से आई एम अगेन प्रिंटिंग दैट नंबर्स. सो दिस इज द ओरिजिनल नंबर वी हैव. नाउ व्हाट आई एम डूइंग, इंस्टेड ऑफ हैविंग असेंडिंग ऑर्डर, इफ आई वांट इट इन डिसेंडिंग ऑर्डर, so what you can do, you can provide another argument. Like first argument will be the same, the list of values which we are providing to sort, like this is the sorted function you have called. Then you have passed the numbers, that is the list you have जो कि आपको sort करना है. Now there is a second argument that is called reverse equals to true. That means what, you are telling that reverse true है. That means you are telling that instead of doing ascending order you have to reverse that and you have to do descending order. So you can see the result, if I do that it is doing in descending order. So अगर आप सेकेंड आर्गूमेंट पास नहीं करोगे बाय डिफ़ॉल्ट ये आपको ascending order में वैल्यू देगा, एंड इफ़ यू पास रिवर्स इक्वल्स टू ट्रू दैट मीन्स आपको descending order में वैल्यू देगा. Now again the same thing, sorted function you have used, but this is not in place. So if I just print numbers again, it will print the original number which we have defined. Now let's move to the part where we are going to see that how we can do in place operation. That means how we can make changes on the original list that we have defined. So how you can do that? So first way of doing that is defining a new variable name, either the same variable name or a new variable name, but you are assigning the value that you have got to the same variable name. Let's say आपने numbers पहले तो define किया था, let's say that was your numbers. Now what you are doing, you are again defining numbers ना. So हमने आपको पहले ही बताया है, like if you define two variables with the same name, so the latest variable which you have defined, that will be the thing ना, that it will be returning. So whatever the latest value that you have assigned to that variable, that will be considered instead of the first one. So what you are doing it here, आपने फिर से numbers as a variable define किया. Now what you are assigning, you are assigning sorted of numbers reverse equal to true. So ये क्या return करेगा, this one will return what, these values ना, sorted numbers of reverse equals to true, it will return it descending order. अब आपने जो भी descending order में value आया आपने उसी को assign कर दिया that variable name which was initially defined. So now it will store what, it will store just this one ना, this value it will store. So आपका जो numbers variable था, like this one was the value to that variable, this was the list you have defined, now it has got changed to this one. So if I now print after defining this one, if I now print numbers, you can easily see that it is printing that in descending order, क्योंकि explicitly आपने उस variable को another value assign कर दिया जो कि descending order में है. So that is why it will consider the latest value that has been assigned to that. So this is one way to redefine your variable with the new values. Now आप बोलोगे that this is a lengthy thing ना, like first of all you are doing that sorted and then you are assigning that value to that variable, so it is a lengthy kind of thing. So what you can do to make it more simpler, so we have a method that is called dot sort. So what it does कि ये तो पहले like the way that sorted works, it works as same, like it will sort the list that you are assigning, but along with that it is an in place operation. That means whatever the operation you are doing, that is getting reflected in original variable. So if I just now do numbers dot sort, और आपको इसमें कुछ आर्गुमेंट पास नहीं करना, it will be just blank. So let's say I'm running that. Now if I print numbers, you can easily say that it is returning 2 3 4 4 7. What is that? This is in ascending order ना. So why it is in ascending order? Because आपने कोई आर्गुमेंट पास नहीं किया डॉट सॉर्ट मेथड में, so it will by default do an ascending order. So you can easily see कि this is an in place operation. Like if you do dot sort on any variable, so it will make changes on the original variable. Original variable ही change हो जा रहा है. So this is the second way of changing your original variable, and this is more simpler as compared to this one. Like this one is not a method, like this is just a manipulation that you are doing, like using those techniques you are redefining your variable to assign new values. But this is the good technique that you can use, that means dot sort method that you can use to do an in place operation, जहाँ पे आप जो भी sorting कर रहे हो that is getting reflected to your original variable whatever you have defined. Cool. So अगर आपको now reverse में करना हो, so what you can do, you can just instead of having just dot sort, what you can do, you can pass an argument where reverse equals to true, you can pass. And if I do that, now if I just print numbers, you can easily see that it will return a descending order of that list. That means it has done an in place operation where it has stored a descending order of that list in the numbers variable. So that is why it is returning in descending order.